How's your cat?
Living with my mum
Right, why is that?
because I was in and out of hospital too much for a while back, mate.
Oh yeah, and how's your like blood clots and all that?
No, on near terminal, mate. No, on near terminal now.
Because I remember you had your little like mini stroke or whatever it was, and I had to phone the ambulance over
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
over
yeah.
fucking Skype. I was on the phone to the ambulance of Scotland saying that there's this guy in England that needs your fucking help.
Yeah. You saved my life, then, mate. You saved my life that day. You know that.
I know because I phoned them and then like right, we'll get that sorted, and then I remember hearing over Skype about 20 minutes later, fucking people in your room.
Yeah, okay. Because I'd left because I'd collapsed by then, hadn't I?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. They came out, mate, and did the breath thing and everything else, and then took me to hospital. And that was the first time they found a load of. Well, that's actually kind of where they fucked up because they went into hospital that first time. Um, and I didn't get seen for a while. And then it was like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I finally got seen by basically a junior doctor that was just fucking hopeless. And he said, "Oh, what are you doing?" and things. And I said, "Oh, I don't smoke now." And I was doing that boxercise thing at the gym.
hmm.
And he ended up interpreting that as took a blow in boxing, which is why I got pain. Gave me Oromorph, which is like liquid morphine, and sent me home.
Yeah, you got. Well, yeah, yeah, I remember you had like problems with the boxing because you were getting hit and it was like fucking up your ribs or some
Well,
shit.
yeah, but I wasn't getting hit. This is the thing. I was just saying I'd been doing like shadow boxing, against a shadow. You're not hitting anybody.
Mm.
I said, and then suddenly I got this pain later on. So he basically fucked up and said, "Oh well, he took a blow in boxing, which you can't do shadow boxing. You're fighting a fucking shadow."
All right, yeah.
But he didn't run the tests and he didn't do his job. Essentially, he just cut every corner because it was like 3 in the morning and he wanted to go home. Um, and if he'd done his job then, he'd have picked up the blood clot that was caught behind the lung and things. So it was later on when I passed out in that pool of blood in my flat and things, and the ambulance broke in with a fire and things. They found me and rushed me into intensive care, and I had 22 blood clots. But if he'd done his job back then, like the sort of 4 weeks beforehand, it'd have been stopped and nipped in the bud.
Yeah, because you were in and out of hospital for months during that year. I remember that.
I've been in and out now for a long time, mate.
In fact, if I remember correctly, I think one of the tank fests were pretty much on hold because you
Yeah,
were in a hospital.
that's the one you were supposed to come down for, and I was rushed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, I've been in and out of hospital. Basically, my prognosis isn't good at all. There's two types of medicine they could give me. One was a warfarin, which you give to old people because they don't live for very long anyway. The problem with that at my age is it fucks everything up long term. The other one was a new medicine called rivaroxaban, which is supposed to be safer, except its fucking list of side effects is about 4 pages long. The only problem with that is it causes massive weight gain.
Right.
And you've seen how fat I got on that stuff. Just my weight. It's not like I'm sitting there just fucking eating pizzas every night. Uh, so I had to decline that a while back and said, look, I'm in a situation now that I could live for 15 years longer on this, but end up 30 stone and I'm unable to leave my flat, or I can stop it, get down to normal weight, and spend 3, maybe 4 years before this now kills me, but enjoy life. So that's the choice I've had to make, mate. It's a bit of a harsh one, but it's a harsh one I've taken. And I spoke to the family and things, and a few were understanding, a few weren't. A few friends were like, "No, no, take medicine." But I'm like, there's no point in living a life if you're not living, Aaron.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
no point.
that's
You know, you
actually.
know, you know those fat fucks you see on like Jerry Springer and Jeremy Kyle and things that are like literally like being airlifted out of their fucking rooms. That's what would have become of me, and not because I'm sitting there eating shit, just because of the medication I was on, and it would have destroyed my heart anyway because you've been so fat your heart would have fucked. So I've taken the gamble basically. So these days I'm living every day pretty much as is, and we'll see what
Are
happens.
you 100% certain it would only be a couple of years?
Well, I mean, what I'm 37 now, and I'll be very very lucky to hit 40.
Ah, man, that's
But
fucking shite.
no, 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 no. I I had to have a long think on this, mate, and it's quite simply I would hit 40 easily on the medication, but I would be 28, 29 stone on it.
And there's
I can't.
nothing else, like no other medications that you could use.
No, the only other medication will box my liver and kidneys in and lead to later strokes. So I'd live longer on that, but I'd be on kidney dialysis and everything else for the rest of my life. So I've basically chosen to embrace life and enjoy it. And since then, yeah, I've had fun. I mean, I've been doing my Tank Fest stuff. I had, my friend Sophie over from America, and we went out and saw shit and went to Shrivenham. We had a good laugh in Pompey and things. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
and I,
I've noticed actually recently, like with the Facebook posts and all that, and you have been going out and doing a lot more socializing and getting like these events done and that. But at the end of the day, you're still
yeah.
sitting playing fucking World of Tanks. I wouldn't do that if you only had a couple of years to live. But
Well, no, I mean, it's funny you say that because I was playing World of Warcraft today, as you know, and I sat there. I was doing this quest where we had to basically fish a key out of pig shit in this field, and
you
I
just
sat there and I looked at myself and I thought, right, there is a reason you're 37, single, and no kids, and that's because you're running around with your hands full of digital pig shit.
oh my god.
That isn't, you know, that's probably why I'm still single. Um,
Fucking hell, man.
because I am sitting there at the age that most people are going, oh, my kids are starting secondary school. Mine too. What are you doing? I don't know. I'm just digging through pig shit looking for keys. You? uh, the funny thing. I mean, I like World of Warcraft. It's aged quite well. It's quite fun. It's quite relaxing. But it doesn't make any sense to me, and this is because I'm older. I think it doesn't make any sense to me now.
You
I mean,
just
apart from I'm sitting there and sieving through pig shit like a gold sieve sieving through fucking gold in a river. Come on, I've got to find some more keys. How much pig shit do I have to go through to find keys?
you just summed up that whole game by saying that.
It's not that, but then you get this quest, you get this storyline, and you're reading through it, and it's like, oh, this demon's done this, and it ruined your city, and your family's it killed you. It's always like your wife and girlfriend, it killed your baby at fucking 8 or something. And he's sitting there, right, brilliant. So I get my sword and I go kill a demon. No, okay, read on. And this demon's got fire. And okay, but I get to kill all his mates. No. What do I have to go? Oh, wank off a barn owl and bring back a bag of potatoes. What the fuck?
Oh, fucking hell.
What? Why am I riding up and down through a jungle trying to find barn owls to jerk off and bring back mythical vegetables? Just if you want this demon dead, I'll do it. But why do I have to spend 15 turns fingering the local fox wildlife to find a key so I can go and kill a demon? Yeah.
Mate, you need to really look at and analyse your life if that's what it's come down to. You've only got a
But
couple of years left.
I do need to analyse my life because I do. In theory, I've got 3 to 4 years left of my life. That's it. 3 to 4 years of existence left before I die a horrific death of coughing and choking on blood. And how am I spending that time? I'm spending that time like James Herriot with my fist up a pig's ass looking for a kid. What the fuck am I doing with my existence? Why am I going around fisting a pig in exchange for a bag of bread so that I can save a mythical kingdom which doesn't exist? Honestly, Blizzard are onto something here.
Yeah, they've really fucking nailed it there if they're getting dying men to play their games.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Ed. Like, seriously.
And it doesn't help when the doctor's like, because obviously when you go through this choice, you get to meet a shrink and everything else, and they talk to you because they consider it a really big deal, and that most people crack up and go mad or jump in front of trains and things, and they're like, so, how are you finding things? I'm like, good, yeah. What have you been up to? Fisting pigs. Pardon? Oh, I've been shoving my hand in pig shit looking for keys to a mythical palace. I think my shrink's notes would be fucking fun. I'm actually going to ask them on my funeral. Can you just read my notes out, please? Anyway, so yeah, that sums up World of Warcraft. I mean, I enjoy the game, but the more you play it, the more you question your purpose in this planet.
So you've been going out and venturing, doing these events, hanging about with this woman or
I've been
whatever.
doing a lot of tank stuff. I've been going out with people. Like I said, I had my good friend Sophie came over from America. She's absolutely beautiful, mate. She really is.
Right. So then, why are you not getting in about her?
Because she's younger than me and I'm fat. Let's be honest. I'm not exactly a catch, unless you consider a catch to be some sort of sea mammal.
Fucking hell, man.
I'm not a catch.
Mate, you can laugh a girl
the
into bed.
yeah, I can also laugh them out of bed.
Funny gets the fanny. Just remember that.
Yeah, not always. Let's be honest. As catches go, the only thing catching me is Japanese whaling ships.
Fuck off.
It's not good, is it? It's not good. But maybe if I get thin, maybe if I can get my weight down to like what is essentially a land mammal.
Hey,
by next
what are you
year.
now like?
Hmm?
What are you now like?
Trying to work it out in scientific numbers, you'll understand.
Didn't he fucking
Basically,
say you're like 20
you're
stone or some shit?
no. Well, actually, no, about 18 stone now. I was, mate. Trust me. Before I stopped this medication, 26 stone.
Holy fucking Jesus. I need to
Yeah,
see a picture of this.
there is no pictures of it, mate.
Wow, yeah, I can understand. But still, fucking hell.
26 stone.
Holy shit, man.
Fucking massive.
Mate, is there some cunt coming into your fucking house and injecting your salad with like 1,000,000 calories or something?
You'd think no, it's just that medication.
But you need food to put on weight, so like literally everything.
No, it's water retention basically. So a lot of the weight's water retention. So it causes you to have massive amounts of water retention, which is like really heavy weight as
Right,
well.
well then, yeah, it's not all fat, but it's
The
a
problem
lot.
is no, yeah, but then the option to that is give you this medication which basically causes you to piss like a racehorse. The problem is that fucks around with your kidneys. So if you've got a clotting blood disorder and you're then fucking around with kidneys, you immediately cause kidney failure. So
So basically, you're just sitting like a big blob of water right now.
I've lost since I stopped it, mate. I've already gone down nearly 6.5 stone.
That's mental how it can do that much water retention.
The only downside to it is you now like sweat like a paedophile in a playpen. Honestly, and people look and go, oh, look at that fat cunt sweating over there. It's because he's eating fucking pizza. And you're like, no, I'm not eating any pizzas. It's just now the downside of this is I end up sweating like a fucking black man on a rape charge.
And the thing is, as well, like anyone who doesn't actually understand stone, there's 14 pounds in a stone, right? So Ed's saying that he's 26 stone. That's 14 pounds a stone. Fuck knows what that is in pounds, but
Yeah.
that is.
Put it this way, there are things in your World of Tanks garage that are lighter than me.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's all coming off. So if I get down to if I get down to what is an acceptable level for a human, then who knows? But like I said, I like Sophie. I got on really well with her. She's very cool. There is a good comedy connection. But I don't think she could see something like me as viable. So who knows? But somebody that I would be happy to stay dear friends with anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, there's not enough booze in the world to drown this evening out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's well. There we go. For anybody new that's listening, that's the story of my miserable fucking existence.
Now you can see why the guy's fucking raging at games all the time.
Well, maybe I was raging more. I don't rage as much as I did. The funny thing is when you accept something, when you accept your fate, when you accept a inevitable outcome, when you actually accept it, when it's not just a case of thinking about it, but you actually decide that fuck it, this is what I'm going to do. This is when within a period I'm going to die. Life becomes a shitload more bearable. Things actually become a lot more. It's really, really strange. It's actually quite enlightening.
I think it's mostly because you just literally don't give a fuck about what anyone thinks, what happens. You just don't give a fuck about anything. So you're like, Kim, what? I'm just going to do what I want. I'm not going to care. At the end of the day, yeah.
That's it, exactly, mate. You do. You go out. You don't suddenly worry about how do people perceive you so much in society as a whole. You don't worry about things like, oh, long-term debts, should I get a pension? You just go out and you splash cash and you have fun. And I've found life to be a lot more enjoyable. It lifted a massive weight off my shoulders, I'll be honest with you, Aaron. It really did.
Yeah, but that weight's going to come crushing fucking down when the time comes closer, I can tell. Because you're going to...
It'll be sudden and sharp. This is the advantage to it, I suppose, over something prolonged like cancer, which has a long build up and it's painful. it may well kill me in my sleep, but when it does come, it will be hit the ground, no more than a couple of minutes of shaking, vibrating, and not being able to breathe, and then you're gone, out and over. So
That's horrifying.
yeah, it's horrifying, but think about what the rest of life is. Okay, so I'm 37 years old. Okay, I've got no wife, I've got no children, I've got no mortgage or anything else. The rest of my life, 37, would be spent in the ultimate aim of being married or being in a partnership, producing offspring to carry on your genetic line. And by this way, it's a genetic condition, so I wouldn't want children anyway because it'd be passing down the male line. And then you spend the last 10, 15 years of your life in a care home watching daytime TV to these ignorant fucking children that hate you anyway and only expect fucking cards from you, watching Jeremy Kyle while some fucking Romanian immigrant nurse comes in and puts a cushion over your head to punch you and take your fucking pension money, and sitting there in a pile of your own shit and piss until you inevitably die, and all that you've ever saved up for goes to your ungrateful bastard grandchildren anyway. So, you know what? I'm not that far off doing a bad thing.
Well, I mean, that is one way of looking at it, but then again, the thought of not having an extra 40 years to live, I mean...
But you don't have 40 years, Aaron. This is the big con, right? Everyone goes, oh, well, I want to live till I'm 80 and put into my pension so I can live in my old age. But my age, I mean, my pension's going to be 70. Your age is probably going to be 72, okay? So you work your ass off to your 72. You don't go on holidays. You don't take the overtime. You end up with someone you don't even fucking like in bed. 72 years old. What are you going to do at 72? You're not going to go to fucking Ibiza, are you? You can't go climbing Mount Everest. You're not going to go travel around the world. What are you going to do at 72?
No,
Spend the rest of your time sitting at Skegness eating fucking fish and chips, smelling like you've got too many fucking cats, until you get mugged by somebody age 18 for your wallet and who steals the £20 you had left of your life. And even when you die, your kids take all your belongings and your house is seized by the fucking government. What a bag of shite. At 72, your average life expectancy is 76. You spend the last 4 years of it sitting in a nursing home watching Jeremy Kyle pissing your pants.
Mate, it sounds like you've already lived that fucking life.
I think I fucking have.
And I just want to say, right, I think the average age is coming up to about 80, 90 nowadays. Because there's a lot more 90 and 100-year-olds than ever before.
And how many of them do you see fucking surfing off Hawaii or skateboarding?
Well, no, you don't expect that of them, though. You live the quiet life. You sit down, you chill out, you learn to fucking relax for the rest of your days.
But they're not chilled out. You don't see them on the fucking PlayStation, do you?
Well,
they
no.
sit there with a single glass of fucking sherry because they can't have any more because their medication will fucking kill them. They can't even watch the television. They go, oh, I've got a 50-inch TV, but I can't see it because I've got 8 fucking layers of binocs on to see anything.
Yeah.
I mean, what do? You can't even have... What do you do at that age? All you can do is sit there and compare notes on which plastic pants hold the shit in the best when you let your bowels go again. There is a part of me, there is a small part of me that would like to spend my entire senior years queuing at a fucking post office so I can pay for things in 2p pieces.
But no, I don't know. I think living up your 40s, your 50s, and your 60s, you could do a lot of shit with your life. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can still do at that age.
Yeah. You can, Aaron. You're not thinking that, mate, right? There's a lot of shit you can do, right? But what shit can you do at 28 to 30 stone? Apart from be a dam. Or maybe like plug a volcano somewhere.
Fuck off. No,
seriously.
No, you get one of those mobility. You get a mobility scooter and you kick about on that.
Scooter at 30 fucking stone. You're talking a mobility APC to drag your fucking fat ass around the place. Yeah, you'd need like Ben Hur and his fucking chariot, like 8 of them tied up in front of you, just to pull you down to the chip shop.
Oh my god.
This isn't fucking Scotland, mate, where 30 stone is the expected weight loss before you die. This is England.
Weight loss?
Yeah. Well, obviously you lot pride yourself in getting fatter than that, I'm sure.
Fucking hell, man. No. I'm sure there's some sort of mobility scooter you could be zooming about and fucking enjoying life to the fullest, eating fucking burgers and shit.
Did you just use the word
no, right, no.
About it? What sort of mobility scooters have you been looking at the fucking zoom about?
Right, no, I take that back. That was a mischoice of fucking words.
A little bit, yeah.
Fucking zooming about. Jesus, man.
there are words that you associate with mobility scooter, and the word zooming about or speedy aren't those words.
Yeah, I know. I realised my mistake.
Right? I'd end up with one of those special mobility scooters with reinforced fucking axles, okay, that's all belly over the fucking front. And then we go out in the rain, you'd put like one of those little plastic things. It looked like a fucking marquee walking down the high street, wouldn't it? It looked like something you have at a school sports day.
Yeah.
Just going in and out of the chip shop. No. No, mate. My plan is lose the weight, get thin, enjoy life, live, and die a good death. Die a good death, mate.
Well, what is your life goals and bucket list for the rest of your days? What is the stuff that you want to do?
Well, I've got quite a few bucket lists, but if I remove the bucket lists that have the word "your mum" at the top,
I fucking knew you'd say that, you dumb cunt.
let's focus it down to just the one bit of paper I have left.
Yeah.
Hang on, what's this? Arran's sister? No, right. Nah, I mean,
It fucking creeps me out that you're nearly 40, by the way, because I remember you were like 34, 33 when I first started speaking to you.
yeah, 37 now.
That's just scary, man.
I mean, even if I was in the peak of my fucking health, statistically, I'm already halfway done. I'm 50% gone. That's it. 50% of my fucking life has passed, and I've spent a considerable period of that time with my hands in fictional pig shit looking for keys.
And fucking playing War Thunder and World of Tanks.
That's it, yeah.